my name's Jane. Welcome to my online studio and today's Pilates technique session, Mermaid. So let's start with the simplest option. You can have your legs out in front of you. They can be straight legs or bent legs, whatever's comfortable for you. We're aiming to work our sides, our obliques. So we're just going to reach up and across from side to side. However, as you're reaching up and across, make sure you're not doing that. So you don't want to lift that bum cheek off the floor. Keep your bum cheek grounded, and it's not about how far over to the side you go. Think about lifting up. So really stretching up through your rib cage, up on that diagonal, side to side. So that's going to be your option 1, Pilates Mermaid. Option 2, we swing the feet to the side. So if you just tuck your foot in front of your thigh like that. Now that's not going to be comfortable for everyone, particularly if you've got any hip or knee issues. So you stay with option 1, feet out in front. If you can sit like this, again the aim is to work our sides. So we're going to slowly lower down, hand, roll down to that elbow and stretch across. And then you pull yourself back up using these side muscles. So we're not pushing ourselves up with our hand, we're going to peel ourselves back up. So you're peeling up that arm, rolling up from elbow to fingertips. And then we stretch the other way. So slow and controlled, lowering yourself down. And then peeling back up. And you'll notice this way, you're not going to get down to the floor, but the other way you are. Of course, what we do on one side, we then do on the other. Now if you find you can sit like this one way, but you can't the other, that's fine, just do it one way, and then when we change, come back to legs out in front of you. So let's roll over to your side again, and then gently peeling back up. And that's our Pilates Mermaid. Now there's lots of variations on this, and it also looks very similar to our side bend. So let's have a look at that next. Side bend, elbow and forearm are on the floor. Feet and knees tucked to the side. Make sure you're not sinking down here. So think lift your ribs, shoulder away from your ear. And that's often your starting position. So if you've got any neck or shoulder issues, you could stay there and just stretch that arm over. So again, notice how my ribs are reaching up and over. And as I come back, I'm not sinking down. So I'm keeping that diagonal line in my spine, stretching over. Your next option is to lift the hips. So we push on those knees, lifting your hips. But again, when you come back down, try not to rest on the floor. You just touch and lift. Good. Now, options. So you can make that just a side plank where we hold it, arm reaching up. Maybe stretching your leg out. Check that your head doesn't drop. So we have a nice straight line. You can make it even harder by stretching your arm across. So really feeling that stretch down your side there. Now we can make that into a little side crunch by pulling elbow to knee. Stretch out long and then just squeeze elbow to knee. So you're thinking again about pulling your rib cage towards your hips, crunching using those tummy muscles. Now again, if that's not for you, you can keep the hips on the floor and we can do it like this. Okay, our final option then is with your hand on the floor. So hand goes underneath your shoulder. This time we have both legs out, but you're crossing at the ankles here. So let me just move up, you can see. Okay, so tuck your bottom leg underneath, top leg crosses over. Imagine you've got something in your hand and you want to throw it over your head. So as you do that, you're going to lift up. So here I've got my knee on the floor and I'm just stretching out that top leg. But if you can, we've got those ankles crossed and then you're straightening both legs as you reach up and over. So that's your hardest version of your mermaid. Alright, quite a lot of work on your shoulder there. So if that's not for you, come back to one of the easier options, elbow on the floor, side bend like that. Good. And of course, on one side, you do on the other side. So hardest option, let me show you that one again. You've got your legs crossed, so ankle, foot comes over, push through that foot as you lift your hips and stretch over. Again, little dip and then up. So try not to sink down heavily. All right, slightly easier option, bottom leg bent, top leg straight. Or again, you can come back to this option here, elbow bent on the floor. So really it's a case of what works for you and your body. If you've got shoulder issues, wrist issues, choose the option that suits you. I hope that helped. Leave me any comments and if there's any other exercises you'd like me to go through for you. Thanks for watching.